Happy Sunday, happy Sunday, happy Sunday.
Happy Crown Chakra Day.
In some cases, last day for a fun day before you go back to your slave job. Woohoo! Good morning, everybody. This is 5D Full Disclosure, Heaven on Earth. And I'm Buddha.
I'm Jerry.
And we welcome you, we love you, and we're honored to be here and share this beautiful morning with you as it unfolds and the sun rays come in and
we're grateful for
we
the
prepare
sun.
for our day. We are grateful. Where we're at, it rains a lot.
Yes.
So,
I mean, it's beautiful. Like last night, I was a little bit unsettled. I had a headache. So I was like, I can't get to rest. So I went outside, looked at the beautiful stars. They are bright as. And it was just so beautiful talking to the galactics and seeing them dart around. Just like, okay, show me something. And it's when you start to expect something that nothing happens. So I just let it go. I just enjoyed the moment of the quiet. So if you haven't seen the stars lately, best be looking up.
So yeah, we're grateful to have everybody here. We'll give it a moment for everyone to trickle in. If you haven't done so, please hit the share. Let's fight back against Facebook. Let's continue to share and beat these algorithms because they are definitely throttling us. They are controlling our viewership, but we continue to push through. We continue to put ourselves out here because this is really a big way of people getting connected. Even though they're still restricting, it could be done in a much grander, greater fashion. You know, even if it's just one or two of you that we find new today, that's all that matters because you guys are all being guided by your angels. You're being guided by Great Spirit to bring us together. This is the gathering of the givers. This is the greatest gathering on the planet. And it starts by going within. Starts by going within your heart first and really begin to do the self-work, get into your spiritual disciplines, and really begin to look at your behavior, your intentions, your energy, and what are you pushing forward? What are your intentions as you have access to this beautiful new source energy coming through you, the Christ consciousness. You know, we all carry unique codes to bring about heaven on earth. And it's not going to happen if you continue with the same old, going to the same old job. You know who you are out there, regretting going to work on Monday because your spirit is telling you something. Your spirit is telling you got something greater, grander to apply your knowledge, your skills, all to become something that's bigger than you. And the only way this is going to be possible is by connecting, by being vulnerable, by literally changing your habits and dissolving your dysfunction also, because this is all going to bring people together now in such a way that you are going to have to be the example. You can't be getting triggered so easily. You can't be getting riled up for no good reason because you're leading the way now for humanity. So it doesn't matter what humanity throws at you. You still got to be your shining light and shine bright. Shine bright like a diamond.
Shine bright like a diamond. Welcome, Telegram. Welcome, Jess, the Sunshine Superman. We have a Japanese listener. Welcome.
Love you, Telegram.
Joanna, Tiger Paw. Dominique. Yay, love you, everybody. And on Facebook, we have Anna, myself, Fabrice. Let's manifest a new platform named Soulbook. Yeah,
there you go. I like that.
Penny, love you. Kat, and many more who have yet to comment. So do share what's up, what's been happening on your weekend. We love to hear stories, and if you're ready, we can listen to some beautiful words from Mom. This one is called Closer and Closer, We Arrive to Historic Events. This was in 2013.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Greetings, everyone, from beautiful Crestone, Colorado, where we've activated the gathering energies. It's in motion. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. Also, 5,000 of you have been activated. You know who you are. Activated to help maintain the new paradigm energy field. So, we also have a message for you. And also, we're still in the full moon energies. We've got solar flare energy. Wow, we've got the solstice coming up. Just incredible, incredible energies, everybody. I know you can feel it. We feel it. You know, so much joy is coming into the planet to raise everybody up into love. Yay! Love! All right. This is Mother God and the First Contact Ground Crew team here at your service. And it's our honor. Okay. Now, we've shared this message before, but we've reached an energetic point where this is really, it's here. It's manifesting. Closer and closer we arrive to historic events. All the divine decrees from the light are in full manifestation. All has been activated for this part of the divine plan. Here we go. We are making history. Greetings, love beings. Closer and closer we arrive, in each moment, into the highest outcome, physically manifesting for all on planet Earth equal heart, as divinely decreed. The highest outcome decreed by love is the awakening of a planet into true equality and true joy. This will graduate humanity and planet Earth equal heart into a blue starseed nation, which is the center or heart of this entire universe and galaxy. This will establish peace on Earth, which is an historic event. Many events are already occurring on many levels. As we speed forward, we will now begin to see structures that no longer support heaven come tumbling down. This includes everything that no longer supports life or supports the greater good of the whole, and this is by divine decree. We are your greeters into the kingdom of heaven, your elders. We've taken our places and roles within the divine plan, unfolding and manifesting. This includes all the angels, all the inner earth beings, the elementals, star families, the Galactic Federation of Light, all the universes, everybody in creation are in place for this grand celebration and reunion. In all cities around this planet, we have ships hovering and on standby. The human eyes may not see them yet, but they are there. We have many light beings, aka human angels, who have now accepted their roles and are in position around the planet. This is to assist and assure humanity's release from the chains of illusion. Within all the structures, corporate structures, and all who support anything except for what is the highest good for everyone on this planet. This planet has been secured by love. We are standing, waiting for everyone. We just happened to arrive first, so we could welcome you home, gods. We are now preparing for all upcoming events and graduations, which will spiral all of us upward. Soon after this, the First Contact Ground Crew team will be announced as examples of mirrors of pure love for everyone on this planet. There are few words to describe how excited, elated we are about these moments we are in on planet Earth. The reason we are so excited, as it was 7 years ago, in which we planted the seeds of love everywhere present into the collective consciousness for our divine events to manifest here on planet Earth, equal heart into physicality. We have spent every moment, 24/7, since these were planted to be in service to this love, which is manifesting within you and who humanity truly is. All of your higher selves also participated in laying the foundational energies required for these moments. We are now going to see these seeds of love blossom right before humanity's eyes. The new earth energy has arrived, and there's absolutely no stopping this energy. The energies will continue increasing in grander and grander ways to assist us all in inevitable events. These intense energies are on the move, clearing, cleansing, getting everyone ready for a huge influx of light. Let go and just be. All eyes are on planet Earth, equal heart. We are in the final countdown moments before the greatest events in humanity's history will occur. It's also where all the prophecies manifest. decreed by heaven. The truth of love is being revealed, and love is moving in. All waivers have been initiated into heaven. All higher selves are activated to this level into physical manifestation. We are preparing for a mass ascension for the entire planet. This has been decreed for all levels on planet Earth Equal Hearts process, and events will occur for your destinies to manifest into real reality. Love has basically taken charge, and pain and suffering is coming to an end. New paradigm is unfolding via synchronistic events. Just follow the signs and trust love. This is a divine plan manifesting now on planet Earth Equal Hearts. And transmission and all love is unconditionally. We are so in love with you. We love you so.
Beautiful.
Yes. The energies will be increasing as each moment increases at light speed vibration. I think we're moving past more grander than light speed, but we'll see how this all unfolds. The more one on this planet resists these changes, the more challenging it will become. So let go, trust love, be love. The new paradigm is here. It's all about joy and yeses. Hey, little hummingbird, just flew by. All right, we love you. Mwah.
Love you, Mom.
Love you, Mama. Woo!
That was so beautiful.
What a...
Wow. She had her little mic on, so it was all windy. You couldn't hear the wind. You could hear her voice perfectly. She has her little staff. Oh, man. Woo!
Wow.
Can't make it up, guys. That is your creator. That is Great Spirit in embodiment, the return of Jesus. Jesus 2.0. She is us. She is Jesus. Woohoo! Well, being that it's Sunday, and Sunday, I was born and raised Catholic, okay? So I'm going to have to go take us there for a moment. Obviously, the beautiful thing about being raised in my environment was we got to go to church every Sunday, but the main thing was because of the music. It got my brother started on music. He was just 2-3 years old, playing the maracas every Sunday. My parents were in the choir. My dad played the guitar. My mom played the mandolin. And my mom essentially was the music director for the Spanish Mass every single Sunday. So we never skipped a beat. Never skipped a beat every single Sunday. And today's Sunday, so happy Sunday to you all. There's probably a lot of you who are still doing this, going to church on Sundays. And so in honor of these traditions, we'd like to address certain things. I remember going to church as a child and being like, why are is there only a man standing up there? And why are the women all covered up? That was like a big red flag for me. I'm like, what is going on? Like, as a child, I remember envisioning like the proper balance harmonics, even though I couldn't have the right words for it. I was like, why isn't the woman next to the man there and they're both talking to everyone together, not just one single patriarch, right? That's kind of dictating everything. So that was like a big part of like me growing up. It didn't make sense, but hey, I was there for the music. I was there to sing along. I was there to, be there with my brother and sister and play with the other children there. But as I got older and more awake and I began to recognize and realize what was really happening, and my dad is a hardcore Catholic, and the beautiful thing about the Mexican families and traditions is that they're very religious, but I like to see them as very spiritual, who have been hijacked, right? They have been hijacked into, unfortunately, a satanic Kabbalist religion. That's what Catholicism is. It's been hijacked. They hijacked the Christ consciousness. They turned a Sunday service into a satanic ritual. And for those of you who don't know, they literally call bread the body of Christ. They turn wine into blood so that we can all drink the Christ of blood. They literally say these words.
The blood into wine.
Yeah, the blood. Well, it's the blood into wine.
But it's the other way around. Fuckers.
And so they're literally saying that this wine is now blood, okay? And they're also, obviously they all are carrying a dead body on their chest. That's a crucified, mom, basically, and they're glorifying that. That another should be a red flag alone, okay? So anyways, for those of you who aren't familiar, right? Then it's the bread of Christ, which is the body of Christ, right? And so then there's a big line of people every Mass, every Sunday that ingest the body and blood of Christ. So they literally have a ritual every Sunday where they're cannibalist. They're wanting you to participate in what they are doing to our children. Okay, and this is the hard truth. And we have to go there because that's the only way it's going to transform. If you don't have this awareness, it's like you still got your blinders on, and then you think you're actually doing something spiritually, right? When all you're feeding is a system that is now no longer going to have any resonance in this new age, but it has to be brought to light. So, with that, I would like to also read a little bit.
Can I share my experiences in the Catholic Church?
Of course, please.
So I grew up in the Philippines, and man, you see these beautiful, stained glass window, it's very beautiful craftsmanship, and it's all suffering. You see the Jesus, the man, not mom, carrying the cross. You see this flagellation, and it's all depictions of this, that you're a sinner, that you've actually were born on the back foot, and it's your fault. And so then you have Easter processions. They're amazing. Everyone's out. Everyone's I don't know who gets to go and carry the cross, but it's like an enactment, like a physical enactment. They're carrying the cross and they're flagellating themselves poof, poof. There's blood coming down their backs. And you're watching this as a child going, okay, if this is life. And mom never got that part. She stood in front of the church at 4 and at the front pew and said to the priest, that is a lie. And you know what happened to her? She got chucked out of the church. I mean, we couldn't say shit. We were just in observation. Okay, so this finger goes here, and it's the right hand, and then it goes this way or that way, and then you have to do this, and then you have to kneel on one knee, and then the other knee, and you're standing up, you're sitting down, you're singing something. It's fucking confusing. And then everyone's lining up, taking this little yummy thing called the rice paper thing, and it's you're not old enough to have that. It's oh, but I want to try it. Yeah. It's no, you have to be baptized. Okay, let's do it. And then you get baptized and you're wondering what the fuck's going on. And then you get to try it. It's okay, cool. No idea. And you know what? The patriarchy is so, so deep that I grew up wanting to be a boy. I grew up as a tomboy, wanting to be faster, stronger. It's all this competition. It's proving myself because I was less than. Because I was a girl. And it's fucked up. So thank you, Buddha.
No, thank you. And I apologize for just
no, it's fine.
not giving
I didn't even have that memory. Yeah. And then I was yeah, no, it was in my culture. I mean, they're Asians. Asians with culture. As in, tribal gear, tribal wear. Ati-atihan, they do this. Dun, 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 dun. And then the Catholics come, the Spanish. And now, hail the Spanish. You are so much better than us. Give us Spanish names. Take away our language. Take away our magic. Mm-hmm. They fucking have shamans. They're cothilot. They know shit. No, do away with that. Mm-hmm. Medicine. Be Western. And then now it's better to be Hispanic than it is to be a pure negro, Filipino. Now you don't want to be in the sun because you want to be white. Hello! And I'm in the sun all day and I'm called Yagit. Yagit is these poor kids who have really disheveled hair and dirt everywhere. And I'm they're wash yourself, wash yourself. I'm no! And everyone's watching, see, you're Yagit, and they made you wrong for fucking playing on the fucking dirt. Yeah. And in the sun, because I didn't fucking care. It's all this thing, oh, no, have an umbrella, because the sun's too hot. It's what? Oh, and rub your face with Dove soap. Because Dove soap makes it white. Oh, no, it was fucked up. to come around and actually now love myself, because that was a lot of programming. That was a shit ton of programming. And it takes some balls to go against that shit, because everyone wants to conform. Why? Because you want to belong. Why? Because you feel unworthy. Look at that. No one's conforming. The first contact ground crew are here, as Mom has said, initiated, ready, being the divine examples. You are a human angel. She's talking to you. Are you still trying to please others? Are you still wanting to conform? No, because you made it to the stream. But what else is under that layer? What other unworthiness traits is under that layer waiting to be transformed by you? Why are you holding on to that job so you can pay those bills? I saw a comment. Yes, that's your reality, but it doesn't have to be. What can you sacrifice? Go for it, Buddha. Thank you.
Oh, you want me to read it now?
That's okay if you want to. I keep going.
Doot.
So, yeah, it's all about
Oops, wrong one.
Seeing the very obvious, seeing that the Catholic Church and all these religions want to put you in a box, want you to not know that they have a hidden agenda. I talked about the Mormon Church the other day. It's like, this is the role of the feminine. And there's just the elders. It's just the males. That doesn't make sense.
Christina says, in Canada, priests speak Latin, so you have no idea what they're saying.
Oh, shit.
Fabrice says, I grew up across the street from a Catholic church, and you said it all. Alice says, thank you, Buddha and Jerry. We love you all. We love you all. Please continue to share, guys. You know, I'm about to read an excerpt here. It's super intense. So just a forewarning that... you know, this is the hard truth. These are the hard facts that humanity has to begin to digest. They have to literally transcend and forgive and have compassion in these moments, because literally the same people who have kept us enslaved are the same ones we're going to have to forgive, right? We're not going to be able to hold these grudges, because grudges are 3D. It's ego programmed mind that wants to keep you in that state of competition, of fight or flight. Right? So it's transforming all that, transcending it into a higher state of being. But you got to kind of go there first, right? You got to kind of hit it on the head first before you can move forward. And in many ways, this has to shake humanity up. They really have to get a grip on what's really happening. And I implore all of you to take that responsibility and to share the live stream, share what we are speaking about, and go, you know, go talk to someone you've never talked to about it. You know, see if you can bring it up in a conversation. And it becomes fun when you kind of get in that playful state, you know, whereas, oh no, I don't want to mention it. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to stir the pot. Well, guess what? You're here to stir the fucking pot. Okay? The fucking water's on, the heat's on high, the shit's boiling, it needs a good stir, okay? So stir it up a little bit, challenge yourself today on a Sunday. That could be an awesome spiritual discipline, a spiritual practice. I mean, we got to combat this, guys. You know, they've indoctrinated us. What's going on with the masses of sleepy people out there going to church like sheeple? Partaking in these satanic rituals, not having a clue. These are good people. These are God-loving people. So, you know, go get some coffee, go out there and strike up a conversation with someone you've never met. Maybe go stand out in the front of a church and go talk to someone coming out and be like, did you realize you just participated in a satanic ritual? And they're just going to be like, what? And then you smile. Right? And you smile like, well, let me tell you, you know, let me explain something to you. And don't be so imposing, because this is one of my biggest things is to impose my will or anything on somebody. But just, you know, play with it and see what happens. And we'd love to hear about it and how it all worked out. So
you're just planting a seed.
Yeah.
That's all you're doing.
Yeah.
You're not watering it. You're not tugging at it. No, it's just like, that's it. Job done. It made you uncomfortable in the process, so love wins.
All right, without further ado, the reptilian resistance One of the biggest advantages the reptilian race and cult have over us is the ability to use illusion while being hidden in a different dimensional frequency. You need to ask yourself, how effective would they be if this veil of illusion was lifted? As we enter these higher dimensional frequencies, people are reporting on seeing and being visited by extra dimensional beings and geometric shapes in the form of light. I am one of them. These higher frequencies are giving humans the ability of clear seeing, clear knowing, and clairvoyance, etc. These new energies are creating a faster way of clearing negative energies, which is raising our consciousness, which means everything that you have unresolved will surface to be dealt with. For all of you paying attention, there has been a gradual unfolding of disclosure of the truth of who is here and why. These high energies are exponentially accelerating the mass awakening of the human race unlike anything before. This awakening has also been triggered by the dark forces due to the realization that we are uncovering the secrets of their tricks. Humanity is waking up to the illusion these dark forces are using in the form of frequency fences and grids to keep us in a low vibratory existence. This low vibrational frequency mixed with GMO foods, chemtrails, pharmaceuticals, programming, and chemically tainted water, they have them control over our thoughts and our physical bodies. Many humans are now breaking the hypnotic veil of this reptilian program. It really only takes a small number of light beings, workers, to make a major difference on this planet. We are seeing a major panic with these dark beings because now they have the ability to see them due to the effects of these higher frequencies. We not only have the ability to see them, but we now have the insight on what they've done to us our entire existence. Having the ability to see them is not to be taken lightly. This ability could have you open a whole new can of worms. If you are not prepared for seeing different forms of beings, you are holding on to fear. You might be psychologically affected. The moment you are in fear makes you susceptible to low vibratory attacks, which can lead you back to a veiled lower vibrational field. Not good. These beings will know that you can see them. Many people walking the earth are not what they seem. Some are wearing biosuits and some are shapeshifters. As your consciousness changes, you might see tribal markings on their necks or faces for an instant. You may see reptilian eyes with slitted pupils or solid black eyes with no white in them. I've talked to several people that encountered exactly this, and only for an instant. People will start acquiring the ability to see full extra-dimensional overlays of beings or other types of robotic AI technology. Many of you see them every day at work, grocery store, church, and other public places, and not emotionally prepared to deal with the truth and deception around you. This will be a red pill that many will not be able to grasp. Clones, walk-ins, and empty seaters, those without a soul, and various incarnated terrestrial and extraterrestrials such as insectoids, reptilians, are among us. The biggest implications of breaking the veil will affect the negative dominant beings that do not want to lose control of the planet, as humans are a source of energy for them. But remember, not all hidden beings are necessarily bad. The benevolent, positive extraterrestrial interdimensional beings that have not landed currently en masse to show us their various forms, because most humans are not prepared to meet a plethora of advanced races. A big reason for this is because the human race is an extremely violent race. Also, there are other races here already that do not wish to share this planet with them. They have very advanced weaponry like laser beams and frequency weapons. You also must know that there are positive beings on this planet now covertly that are stopping these dark forces from blowing this planet up because they can't have it for themselves. Maldic ring a bell? We are in a similar scenario. Basically, most humans are not mentally stable. To begin with this and why. We are being weaned and fed the information of obvious disclosure plan in increments, baby steps. The responsibility that comes with having this knowledge, as well as other esoteric insight, is to help that part of the population that will not be able to handle it when full revelation is revealed. When I first got hit with this download in 2012, the reptilian agenda was information that came through in the loudest. So what I'm saying is, do your part, even if it's incredibly difficult. And for those of you who don't know Maldic, that was Mars. That was like Earth, and is now the red planet because they blew it up.
Wow. It's just like Men in Black. Men
Basically.
in Black.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Come the Men in Black. Galaxy Defenders. We are. We're not men, but we are. We're the defenders of love. We're the defenders in honoring divine will. What does that look like? You don't know because your ego runs the show. It's true. You're not trusting. And this is something Buddha and I are actually working through, this deep distrust. Deep distrust.
Deep.
If I don't trust Buddha, I don't trust myself. If I don't trust me, I don't trust Mom. See how deep that spiral goes?
Mm-hmm. And then for me, on my experience, like if I take it personal, right, and I become wounded or go into a place that has brought me trauma, right, and I can easily, if I made that choice, fall into that victim consciousness of, oh, well, see, you don't trust me, and then I'd play out this whole like lower drama, playing with the energy type thing.
Taking, basically. We both take. We see it.
But like we call it out quicker, right? But now it's like I'm calling myself out too, because if I play into that lower, it just spirals down, right? So it's like it is a blessing to catch it quicker and spiral up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, it's a lot easier to just love you than it is to like nitpick. Right? This morning before we started the stream, she was getting me. I'm like, Jared, 1 minute before we start, she's like, you're not prepared.
No,
just here, take it, because you're good at it. Come on. And I'm like, easily I could have went into, oh my God, why you gotta go there? I called her out quickly. I'm like, Jerry, like, there's a lot going on. Yes, we could have prepared better. She transformed it. We were on it. It was all good. Go ahead, what were you going to say?
No, I mean, okay, the truth of the matter was maybe that was the energetic that he felt. It was just a couple of little tweaks right at the last minute where, like, the iPad wasn't plugged in, but then he put it in, and then I was looking at the battery and said, oh, you plugged it in. It's like, that's interrogating. It's like,
she's like, it's not charging. And as I'm literally, like, plugging in the charger... And then she caught herself, and I'm like, cool, she caught herself. I don't got to say no more.
So it's like, how subtle is that? And are you observant of that when you're interacting and connecting with your crew, with your child, with your spouse? How much of the dysfunction are you enabling? Because your vessel needs to be ready. We keep reharding ourselves every day. You need to be prepared for when the shit hits the fan. Are you out of your dysfunction so then you can now deal with someone else's dysfunction? Because the questions are coming.
Mm-hmm.
How do I come out of this dysfunctional relationship? Well, if you're still in that dysfunctional relationship, you're not going to be the one giving that advice. Do you know how many dysfunctional relationships there are in the world?
Every single one.
Absolutely. So when you're disempowering yourself by continuing, because your spouse could be a no-soul spouse. They could be a reptilian. If they are narcissistic, if they are abusing you, if they are treating you like shit, and you are on savior programming for years and years and years, thinking that you're going to help them, guess what? You're not. No last chances. This is it. This is the moment. You either leave or you keep perpetuating the problem. So this is like unwinding this big wound up fuckery of MK Ultra, of like being fed lies since the day we were born, of thousands of years of control in this one lifetime. This is it. God, Mother God has ascended. This is our chance. This is our chance to fucking dissolve all attachment. All. I'm talking all. I'm not just talking that one. I'm talking this one and this one and this one. And we don't talk out of our ass because we've had to let them go. I'm talking about possessions. I'm talking about family members. I'm talking about friends. I'm talking about the old life. Because you know what? We are in the front lines. This is a spiritual war. We don't have guns, but we have our heart. And if the mind is winning that war, you're doing it wrong. It's not right action. So the cabal are still glitching. They're still around. They don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're still around.
Cannot compute.
And you know what
Cannot
they're feeding
compute.
on? They're feeding still on your energy. That is what makes up the matrix that they exist on. You are the battery. You are the battery because what? Guess what? You're still in fear. Oh, if I lose my job, You're still in fear. You're not trusting the plan. Maybe your highest wants you to be homeless. How about them apples? How's that feel? How's your worthiness? You haven't showered in like 4 weeks. How's that feel?
My badges.
We went through that. We went through that on the boat. There wasn't much water. And Mom needed the water for a shower meditation. Hell! We jumped in the water.
Yeah.
Had a shower. Not really. It was just jumping in the water. She put us through some shit. It was grand. Some folk think that that's whatever's. But no, this is spiritual discipline. Mm-hmm. The spiritual discipline of letting go of attachments.
I just wanted to read a comment here. Angelic Cat Roar. I work with a bunch of sheeple. They think I'm crazy. A conspiracy theorist even. I consider it a badge of honor. Well, welcome home.
Yes.
Welcome to your spiritual family where we've all been through that shit. And it ain't going to stop. And that's part of the fun because when they wake up and they come around again, they're going to be like, oh my God. And I'll be like, we told you so. Mom's got we told you so buttons. She's got the badges. And it's coming full circle. She will and has the last laugh. She's gaslighting the gaslighters. I mean, it is on fire. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, and so also Fabrice, welcome. What disgusts me the most is the consistency in which people were buried every Saturday before my eyes. Yep. It's like an awakening that's pretty jarring to the soul when you know that you consented. You are responsible for allowing it. And that's the forgiveness. That's where the forgiveness comes of self and forgiveness comes of others. Mm-hmm. We have Mijo speaking about the gene keys. I was listening to the gene keys audio when we get when we sign up for the pre-profile. On my last work, my gene key is 60, and I'm learning what justice is. Forgiveness is what justice is truly based on. Beautiful. And Katie says, spiritual training is being one with self and an individual relationship with Mother Earth, independent level of love, therefore love of self. The reptilian program behavior can be changed through heart. Beautiful words, everyone. Everyone's feeling it. No violence, just peace from within for change. And we are all nuts. And we are.
And Dale asks, anyone having issues with neck or with neck pain? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on where it's at. If it's back here, it's control. If it's here, it's lack of expression. So if it's both...
You're in for a ride. And some of that pressure is also coming from the frequencies that are coming through. So going upside down is what I have found the most useful. I actually started doing handstands again. Basically, there's not enough blood flow on a 3D theoretical level. Like if you figure how we stand upright all the time, there's a lot of tension by the way that they've manipulated our bone structure, our posture, and breathing. So there's a lot at play. So when you have all these high frequencies coming in through the portal days, it's gonna hit you, and it's pretty intense because the neck supports a big, heavy weight.
Yeah.
And there's many, many ways that you can start practicing 5D healing on yourself. So yeah, at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that I had a headache yesterday, and it was getting to the point where you're trying to escape the experience. Trying to escape the experience means like taking a pill or actually like, I don't know, drinking or something to take away the pain. The pain is something to be with, to feel into, to work through. So then I was like, okay, so where is this pain coming from? It's coming from that tooth. Okay, I'm gonna just press these points. Okay, that's pretty raw. And then I hit a point on my head and I was like, oh, that's making me feel sick. So then you breathe through it, you press it hard, and then you release. So you can use your thumbs. Mom made us grand with our hands, our fingers, and our thumbs work magic. If you give yourself a little self-love today, work on the neck. And then I started like just gently, I just touch my neck. You know, there's pressure and then there's gentleness. And then you can work with both energies. And you just put your hands on your neck. And you breathe into your hands. And you just like play with the energy. Turn. Breathe. Command your atoms into healing mode. While I'm doing this, I'm commanding my atoms into healing. Complete and utter healing. I command my atoms to dissolve pain and suffering. So this is the practice of us being the vessel for 5D. We are the medbeds. We keep saying, it's like, but you keep saying that. Yeah, because we are. The power of healing is in your hands. If you don't believe that and you don't feel that, you need to write a ceremony. Because we are experiencing a lot of pain. This is a physical planetary ascension. This has never happened in creation before. We don't know what it looks like, but there's a lot of pain and suffering. Because we're in this physical vessel, we are meeting heaven with our physicality. Other planets have ascended before, but they were never in this dense form of matter that we are dealing with here. Compacted. Pressure. Aches and pains. Belief systems. Belief systems that you have to train hard. Get your cardio going. And then when you stop training, you go weak. Is that a belief system? I tried this out maybe last year. I tried it out last year. I closed my eyes running uphill. Guess what? I wasn't tired. That doesn't make sense. I opened my eyes and then I was straining myself. Challenge your belief systems because they are there. They are deep. We are fucking superhuman warriors. If I didn't train to do press-ups for 5 weeks, I don't believe I'm going to be weaker. I can still do the same amount and more. That's what you got to be challenging. You got an injury? You got a shoulder injury? You can't play ball? Guess what? You can heal that. We are embodying crystalline vessels. Do you know how powerful you are? No. Are you challenging those really subtle belief systems? Probably. Some, not all. That's what we're doing. It's like Mom wants us to be these divine vessels. The divine vessels need to have, okay, so in the 3D we have structure. We have a yoga teacher. We have a qigong teacher. We have a psychotherapy teacher. All these teachers, the gurus, we look to them. Then you do this form, then you do this and this. You needed that discipline. Now, this transition, this rainbow bridge, is where we start to explore our connection to divine intelligence. We start to play with energy. Okay, so I'm letting go of the form. I'm walking into formlessness. It's a little bit scary. It's unknown. I don't know quite what I'm doing, but I'm playing with it. It's okay. You are grand. You have permission. You don't need a fucking certificate on your wall. Okay, you are a healer, a master healer. That's where you start.
Yeah. And, you know, energetically, they what they've done is they've kept us entrapped in the lower chakras, right? First three. And that's our fight or flight, our sexual addiction, food addictions. It's just all the lower there where, you know, how do we move the energy up and out? You know, what's happening in this is ascension in your physical body is the energy's moving up out the crown now. And so it's like a torus, right? It wants to move through you and up and out of you. And the same thing going out into the planet and grounding yourself. So getting into your heart, practicing compassion, then practicing expression. You know, and it could be differently. It could be through art. It could be through dance, but it's still expression, right? Connecting to the divine, spiritual expression, spiritual disciplines, you know, and that's pushing the energy through your breath in and out of these lower chakras and up through the rest of them. And then you get a full breath out. And this is how we create heaven on earth, right? It starts within yourself. You're not going to be able to help nobody unless these blockages, unless this energy passes through you like the conduit that you were meant to be. Your vessel is very, very special. Treat it as such. Honor it as such. These are those moments. Mom set up COVID in such a way so we had moments of self-reflection. So we had moments to really look and revalue what's important to us. One of the most beautiful things one of my buddies told me back in 3D recently on a text message was like, you know what, COVID helped me understand how much I value my family. Boom! Mama got him. She got everyone because they began to reprioritize. They began to have the moments to self-reflect, to instill some spiritual disciplines. And now it's that next phase. What are you going to do with this newfound information, this newfound understandings? We have to unplug. We have to pull our energy from being batteries of feeding the cabal. So these are those next steps. That's why we speak about gathering now. You know, building these bridges across cities, across friendships, across new people, so you can begin to harness the energy as a collective. Because you can't do this alone anymore. In fact, it's absolutely impossible. Mm-hmm. So if you feel like you're alone on an island, thank you. Thank you for holding that space in those moments. But now it's time to gather with the like-hearted people, the people who are pushing and see the big picture in all of this.
Yeah.
You can't sit there and try to save everybody at this point. As Jerry was saying, you know, you have to recognize who the soulless beings are. The hybrids, the AI. I mean, this is technology beyond all recognition here in 3D, but it's out there and it's bamboozled you. So here you are, the heart-loving, family-loving person that you are, being hijacked by AI, thinking that's your actual sister. When in actuality, she's an actual soulless being, right? An AI robot taking your energy, tricking you. But you're convinced that this family dynamic is real when it was set up to entrap you. That's deep.
Very deep. So, Jess, welcome, love, on Telegram. I haven't muted you. How are you? Yeah, beautiful comments, everyone. Like, they're so on point. While I'm waiting for Jess to speak, I wanted to address a question on Telegram about the 369. They wanted to work with the 369 in their meditation, and that being has asked this twice now. So what I got was the Fibonacci sequence is in a lot of flowers. Like when you look at the sunflower in the middle, you have the spiral, the 369, and a lot of nature is Fibonacci. So all of nature. My suggestion would be to work with flowers, like just hold like a one that you can see, like even the pine cone spirals. You just hold it, feel into the codes of the Fibonacci. That would be the simplest way to start incorporating it, and then maybe your angels will lead you to the next the next part. Jess, can you hear us, love? Beings raise their hand and then somehow their audio doesn't work.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
There she is.
How are you?
We're
Wonderful.
well, thank you, love. How are
Yes.
you?
I'm good. Thank you for everything you guys have been talking about this morning. It has resonated with me a lot, and I just really feel connected to everything and that we are all on the same page. Like everything you guys talk about each morning is like what I've been feeling for like the week or even that day, and I resonate with it later in the day. I come back to it, I'm like, oh.
That's amazing.
That's beautiful.
That's what Mom says is like the synchronicities, the blessings. You know, when you're awake to those beautiful experiences, you won't miss a beat of the magic.
Yeah, she always says, follow the magical synchronistic events. It's literally following the yellow brick road.
Yes. Yes, I see the signs, and I feel like they're presenting themselves more and more.
Yay.
Oh, wonderful, love. I mean, you keep shining, you know, like do challenge beings, or just like, I'm sure you just shine bright, have a smile on your face. That's how Mom used to like transform the energies in Crystal. She would just smile at people.
I do see how people respond to that. You know, you see if they're in their heart or if they're not. You know, some people are like, "What? Why are you looking at me?"
Right?
Like,
Yep.
oh, like, can I have a hug?
Yeah.
Get 'em.
Yeah. We wave at beings all the time, and we just like a bundle of like love, and they like glitch going, I don't want to look at you.
Nope.
They're the robots.
I know, it's so
They are
it's
the
so
robots.
funny. Yes, it's like, I'm not awkward and weird, you are.
Yeah, right? Stand your power, stand in your joy, stand in your love.
So
Yes,
how did
thank
you
you
find
so
us,
much.
Jessica?
I've actually been listening to the live streams for about, like, since 2019.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Wow. You've had an etheric
Yeah.
surgery, right?
No, I have not. I've been, like, I was on the fence, you know, I'm just still trying to, like, learn everything. I want to be more in a place to, I want to say, like, handle it, but I feel like that's just, like, me holding myself back.
Yep.
You're ready.
You are ready. It's the trust. It's like you're getting the guidance, but then the ego wants to sidestep it and give another reason, another excuse as to why you need more time, why you need to, wait longer. And then now you see it though, right? Because the beautiful thing about when we speak to beings like yourself is we can feel how awake you are. It's just you're missing that one part, which is that your own trusting your own guidance, which is your higher self, which is Mom.
Yes,
And
I agree with everything that you're saying.
Yeah, and it's the fear factor, you know. It's like the unworthiness. I'm not ready because you don't know what's gonna happen. And
Yes, that is the main way I feel.
please trust us because you've been watching for a long moment. You already trust us, but you don't trust yourself.
Yep.
We've got your
Yes.
back. Mom has your back through and through. You have your angels, the galactic family that are just like, just lean into it, love. It's gonna be okay.
Okay, thank you so much.
We
I will
love you.
definitely take that with me this morning.
Yes,
Aw.
love you.
Love
Thank you for sharing. This is gold. You know, you already took another step. You came up here and you said, okay, I'm going to just trust. And you did.
And even writing
Yeah.
just a quick little blog post, we can share it on our website. Just share your experience. It doesn't have to be, it's not this complicated expression. It's just like, oh man, the angels are really pinging me to share this, and you type it out, send it to us, and we'll put it on our website. I mean, the best thing would be to do is read it on video and make yourself a video and share it, and then we can share it.
Yes, yeah.
This is you
Yes,
leveling
I
up.
love that.
You're just ready. Like your higher self is like having a grand time making you uncomfortable, and your ego's like, no, don't make me.
Yes, that is exactly how I feel. Wow. Thank you.
And anytime it gets confusing or challenging, you just say, you know what, screw this. Love is simple. Love is simple. What's the next simple thing I can do?
And
Yes,
PM,
I
carry
feel
on.
like I feel like I overthink
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
way too
yeah.
much about everything.
Absolutely.
Like
And
I'm questioning myself, you
Yep.
know. So like I try to like think about it and go over it again and again and again. And I feel like I really don't need to do that. I'm just like stressing myself out.
Yep.
And that's a sabotage. So once you've made a decision, everything will flow. But when you're in that loop, it's keeping you stuck in the mind. So you can just go, you use your I am statements. I am divine feminine. I am love everywhere present. You need to short circuit that.
Yeah, I am clarity.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
trust.
I am loving awareness.
Yes. So I feel like you're ready. Like PM us. You know, there's just reach out if you have doubt, and you know we're there for you. We're the cheerleaders cheering you on. Love.
And we can't express this enough that the etheric surgery will make it easier. It will fill in those holes, and it will make it easier. That's the best way to describe it, because, you know, otherwise those loops just continue. You know, it's a critical step in your evolution at this point.
Like if you wanted
Yes.
a 3D term for it, it's an activation and an upgrade.
Yeah, okay. Awesome. Yes, I have connected with a girl named Heather through this Telegram chat, and she had an etheric surgery, and she's like a pen pal I have now. We talk almost like every day, and it's great. And she really honestly like is helping me as well.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's what it takes, you know. Like we really encourage everyone to be connecting with an Ascension buddy, and it takes a big step to commit to that, because everyone's like, I'm lonely, it's so lonely, it's so that well, do something about it. And the fact that you're sharing that is wonderful, because other beings are waiting for that. They're waiting, and now that you've taken that step, others will follow. It's just universal law.
Yes, you are right. I should be the divine example.
And you are.
Following the divine example.
You are. You are literally the divine example. And don't ever, ever beat yourself up for where you're at. Because
Oh, wow. Thank you
this is
so
perfect
much.
timing. This is perfect timing. Don't
Yep.
go, I should have had a surgery a year ago, then I'd be... No! Stuff that.
Right, because then that continues that loop that you were
Yep.
talking
Yes.
about. Because then I'll be at the same spot in like a year.
Exactly.
Like, you know.
And it's very clever. The ego will get you every which way. So be divine. You are divine. This is awesome. You've already transformed so much.
Yep,
Just
this
saying
is huge. Big. Awesome. We love you.
Yeah,
We honor
you. Guys are
you.
awesome. You both are awesome.
Yay!
What you see in me, I see in you.
Yay! Love as one!
Jesus! Mama Jesus is us!
Yes. Thank you for reaching out. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll stay in
Absolutely.
touch, okay? It's just the beginning. Please reach out to us. Let's keep this ball rolling, okay?
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Love you so much.
Love you so
Love
much.
you, Angel.
Woo!
Beautiful. Wow.
Love you.
Wow, what a light
Oh
up.
my God, Jess.
I mean, how many people are in that similar situation right now? And for her to express that, and, you know, finding her voice and being vulnerable, you know, she's reaching out to people we could have never reached out to. And that's what it takes in these moments. So we honor you. We hold space for you. We support you. We are your spiritual family, and you will no longer be alone in this. So thank you for honoring your process, for connecting, for sharing, and continuing this unfoldment of divine love, beauty everywhere present.
So this is amazing, Jess, because now on YouTube, Dale is saying, I'm ready to try it too.
Yay! Get 'em!
So go to our website, 5dfulldisclosure.org. There's a tab, Energetic Sessions, and just click that, and there's the Etheric Surgery with Mother God. And on Facebook, Fabrice is saying, family, I own few acres out here in West Africa to go. You're all welcome to start building the Rose Gold Galactic City.
Let's
License.
go.
Christos, go!
Let's go!
Wow. I mean, I had an article to read, but I'll leave it till tomorrow. It's been such a beautiful ending to the live stream. Thank you, everyone who attended the Gene Key workshop yesterday. Hope did an amazing job. She covered the water, the ring of water, and the ring of fire, and it was amazing. A lot of shares, and it was so heartfelt because there was a daughter. I was just listening of a being who was attending the session, and she was like a Greta, you know. She was just beautifully expressing her words of how grateful she was that Mom had ascended and our work that we need to do here. And she's like 10. Mm-hmm. So it's a trickle out. It's definitely working. Like, don't be fooled by all the deep sleepers out there and you don't think things are shifting. Things are shifting very fast.
Yeah.
And let's all practice divine patience with ourselves and with others. More compassion, a little bit more love in your day. Be gentle with yourself. It's Crown Chakra Day, so a lot of Crown Chakra things happening, divine connection to God. We also thank everyone who's been buying the candles at 50% off, as well as the body butters, which is buy one, get one free all month. We're grateful for your participation on the platforms.
Yeah, check it out, guys. We love you all. Please stay in touch. We'll be back live at 4 p.m. And we love you. We honor you. And we look forward to this growth process with every single one of you.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. 5, 6, 7, 8. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, 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 love has won and joy reigns. Na, 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 joy! Na, 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 joy reigns! Hey, 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 love has won!